गौरंगं वन्देदिगिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरं नमामि शुभदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती जयप्रताप स्वामी नमः चरपदाय गौरकथा दामदाय नगरग्रामतारिणे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। One minute, huh? Okay, okay. So, Hare Krishna. Today we are into second canto, first chapter, 38th shloka. Yana savishvara vigrahasya. Yana savishvara vigrahasya. Ya sannivesha katito mayate. Ya sannivesha katito mayate. Sandharyatesmin vapushis tavishte. Sandharyatesmin vapushis tavishte. Manasva buddhya यथोस्ति किंचित मनस्व बुद्ध्या न यथोस्ति किंचित
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Sorry, 1 minute. Sorry, Prabhu.
Prabhu, we have to start from 37th.
37, huh?
We completed 36.
So Damodar Prabhu was telling 38.
No, last week's my message I was just checking.
Okay, okay.
I believe.
Okay, 37 will go on. Okay. Okay, so we are into 37, 2137. Anybody else can share the screen? It will be easy for me.
Share, Prabhu.
Okay, ma'am. ब्रह्माननं क्षत्रभुजो महात्मा। ब्रह्माननं क्षत्रभुजो महात्मा। विधूरुरङ्घ्रि श्रितकृष्णवर्णः। विधूरुरङ्घ्रि श्रितकृष्णवर्णः। नानाविधा बीज्य गणोपपन्नो। नानाविधा बीज्य गणोपपन्नो। द्रव्यात्मकः कर्मवितानयोगः। ब्रह्माननं क्षत्रभुजो महात्मा। विदुरु अंग्री। Okay, 1 minute. I'll give it.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Carry on.
Okay.
Sorry, Prabhu.
Thank you. Okay. ब्रह्माननं क्षत्रभुजो महात्मा। विदुरुरङ्घ्रि श्रितकृष्णवर्णः। नानाविधा बीज्य गणोपपन्नो। द्रव्यात्मकः कर्म वितानयोगः। One more time. ब्रह्माननं क्षत्रभुजो महात्मा। विदुरुरङ्घ्रि श्रुतकृष्णवर्णः। नानाविधा बीज्य गणोपपन्नो। द्रव्यात्मकः karma vitana yogaha. Yes, Mataji, start.
Krishna. Brahmananam kshatrabhujo mahatma vidururangri Shrita Krishna Varnaha Nanabidabhija Ganopapanno Dravyatmaka Karma Vitana Yogaha. Hare Krishna.
Damodar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Brahmananam Shatrabhujo Mahatma Vidururangri Shrita Krishna Varnaha Nanabida Bija Ganopapanno Dravyatmaka Karma Vitana Yogaha.
Kanopa na Kanopa panna. Okay, Manjari, Ratnabhushan. Sorry. Shankarnath.
Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Brahmamanam Shatrabhujo
Brahmananam.
sorry, Prabhu. Brahmananam Shatrabhujo Mahatma Vidurur Angrishrita Krishna
Prabhu, Viduru Rangri.
Vidurur Angrishrita Krishna Varnaha Nanavida Bija Kanopapanno Dravyatmaka Karma Vitana Yogaha.
Sadhana Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Brahmananam Kshatrabhujo Mahatma Vidururangri Shita Krishna Varnaha Nanabidhabhijya Ganopapanno Dravyatmakah Karma Vitana Yogaha.
Vidarbha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Brahmananam Shatrabhujo Mahatma Vidururangri Krishna Varnaha Nanabidhabhijya Ganopapanno Dravyatmakah Karma Vitana Yogaha. Hare
Okay.
Krishna.
Achyappa. Ready? Venkatagopi.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dalat Pranam Prabhu.
I will read it once, you can read
Yeah,
it,
Prabhu.
okay?
Yes, sir.
Brahmananam Kshatra Bhujo Mahatma Vidururangri Sruta Krishna Varnaha Nanabidha Bijya Ganopapanno Dravyatmaka Karma Vitana Yogaha.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Brahmananam Kshatrabhujo Mahatma Vidur Angri Shrita Krishna Varnaha Nanabida Bijya Ganopapanno Dravyatmakaha Karma Vitana Yogaha. Hare Krishna.
Damodar, you
I
can
think
read synonyms.
Prabhu. Synonyms: Brahma, the Brahmanas; Ananam, the face; Shatra, the Kshatriyas; Bhujaha, the arms; Mahatma, the Virat Purusha; Vit, the Vaishyas; Uruhu, the thighs; Angri, Shrita, under the protection of his feet; Krishna Varnaha, the Shudras; Nana, various; Abhida, by names; Abhijagana, the demigods; Upapannaha, being overtaken; Dravya Atmakaha, with feasible goods; Karma, activities; Vitana Yogaha, performances of sacrifice.
Translation. Shankarnath.
Translation by Sri Prabhupada ki jai. The Virat Purusha, his face is the Brahmanas. His arms are the Kshatriyas. His thighs are the Vaishyas, and the Sutras are under the protections of his feet. All the worshipable demigods are also overtaken by him, and it is the duty of everyone to perform sacrifices with feasible goods to appease the Lord.
Okay. So everybody is reminded of that. What is that famous Purusha Sukta? Right? How does it say? Brahmano syamukamasit bahura jhanyakrutaha uru tatasya vaishaha. Next, anybody remembers it?
No, Prabhu.
Oh, nobody knows, huh?
Purusha
Nobody has
Sukta.
learnt it or not yet?
No,
Okay.
I've not learned Prabhu Purusha
Prabhu, you
Sukta.
didn't teach us, Prabhu.
Definitely we'll do that. No, I'll tell you. I am ready to do if you are all ready for it. Okay.
We are ready, Prabhu.
Huh?
We are ready, Prabhu. Tell me fixed time. I will learn.
Okay.
We are also ready, Prabhu, please.
All of you, okay?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Brahmanosya mukamasit bahura jhanyakrutah urutadasya yat vaishyah padhyam shudro ajayata. So here it says, from his face, 1 minute. Prabhu, I am in English Bhagavatam class after 10. So, Brahmanosya mukamasit. So, from his face or the mouth came the Brahmanas. So, that's why Brahmana Bhojan is also given priority. Huh? The mouth is also mentioned. Similarly, these meters are very important. Huh? Especially when it comes to these are all not exactly directly from Vedas, it's part of the Vedas. It's called the Daitriya Upanishad. Brahmano syamukamasit bahura jhanyakrutah. Certain things will go down, certain things will go up, and certain things will be extended. All these things you have to remember. Uru tadasya vaishyah. So the next line says, from his two arms came the Kshatriyas. Bahu Rajanya Krita. Bahu means the shoulders or the bujai, arms, you can call it as. Rajanya means Kshatriyas. Krita. Then Uru Tadasya. Uru means the thighs. There are lots of shlokas in the Uru. Anybody remembers one shloka? It's good. Rudra Gitam also there is one shloka. Uru. Uru Tadasya. Yes, yad Vaishya. So comes the Vaishyas from the thighs of the Lord. Two thighs of the Lord. Then what does it say? Padbyagum Shudro Ajayata. Padbyagum. This sound should be precisely done. So from the two lotus feet came the Shudras. So this is coming from the Purusha Sukta prayers, which Brahma composed it. Actually, it is coming in the Bhagavatam in the, I think so, second canto, if I remember right. Purusha Sukta prayers confirmed like that. That will be a chapter itself. Okay. So moving on to this sloka, the Virat Purush, the face is the Brahmana, arms is the Kshatriya, thighs are the Vaishyas, and the Shudras are the lotus feet. All the worshipable devatas are also overtaken by him. So there are 33 crores, all of them are overtaken by him. And it is the duty of this every devata to perform sacrifice with feasible goods to appease the Lord. So that means whenever we do that, we have to remember it. Yajna should be performed for the pleasure of Vishnu only. Not for individual, not for sense gratification, not for some material achievements. It is very clear here. Then it says, in the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, first you have to offer to the devatas because they are the managing the entire department. Then finally, the ultimate ahuti, right? That portion should go to the Vishnu, who is the controller of everything. This is what it is explained here. So, Api is Lord, that's what it's mentioned here. Okay, so let us get into the purport. Purport, I request Sadhana Prabhu. Can you read?
Hare Krishna. Purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Monotheism is practically suggested here. Offering sacrifices to many demigods under different names is mentioned in the Vedic literature, but the suggestion made in this verse is that all those varieties of demigods are included in the form of Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are only the parts and parcels of original whole. Similarly, the divisions of the order of human society, namely the Brahmanas, the intelligent class, the Kshatriyas, the administrators, the Vaishyas, the mercantile community, and the Shudras, the laborer class, all are included in the body of the Supreme. As such, sacrifice by every one of them in terms of pleasing the Supreme by physical goods is recommended. Generally, the sacrifice.
Prabhu, 1 minute. So here, Mataji, can you lower the screen a little more? Let us go to the translation a little more. The last line is very important. All the worshipable devatas are also overtaken by him. So that means it's the duty of everyone to perform sacrifice. So the performance of sacrifice is emphasized so much in the Bhagavad Gita, also 18th chapter. On the other day we were reading it. One should not sit idle. So the performance of sacrifice is recommended, and it is also important for one to perform it. Only thing, one should perform it in the Sattva Guna, not in the Rajas or the Tam. So then it becomes a problem. So in the Bhagavad Gita 3rd chapter also, Krishna says, Punchate tu akam papa ye pachanti atma karana. What does he say? Yajnasishtaschana shanto muchyante sarva kilpishaihi muchyate tu akam papa ye pachanti atma karana. That means if somebody is not performing sacrifice or not offering to devatas, they are eating only sins. Why? Because the rains, the sunshine, the moon, everything is given by the Devi Devatas. But interestingly, they are empowered by the Supreme Lord. One should not neglect them. This is what. That's why in the purport, can I go to the purport? The very first word Prabhupada says, monotheism. Mono means individual, theism means together with the Devatas. So it's practically suggested here. Offering sacrifice to many devatas under different names is mentioned in the Vedic literature. That's what I said. So, especially I'll tell you, whenever you perform a yajna, what happens? We install a kalasha with all the Ganges water, everything, decorate it very well. Then what happens? Though we have got installed deities at home, we always invite certain Devi Devatas for whom we are going to give the oblations. So naturally, we say one single Gayatri mantra for the respective Devi Devatas, right? And ask them or request them to come and stay in that Kalasha. Then after completing the Kalasha Puja, then what we do? We do the Yajna. So in the Yajna also, the same sequence, we are offering the oblations as did in the Kalasha Puja. So I wanted to say one thing. One of the devotees who have come recently from to DDY, he was telling the mantras, especially when it is chanted, many are missing out the meters. That is what happening like that he was telling. So that means the proper training of these verses are very important. The especially Vedic injunctions and Upanishad, everything should be learned through a proper one. Because it requires lots of adhyayana, Veda Adhyayana, they call it as. Veda Adhyayana means on a daily basis one should recite these things. Otherwise, they will miss out the meter or they can do so many mistakes in the pronunciation too. So these are the yajnas which is to be performed. As I told you, we invite Devi Devatas to stay there, give them oblations, and finally, when we install the Kalasha also, I have to tell you that we invite the Supreme Lord Vishnu. Similarly, in the yajna sacrifice also, after giving oblations to all the Devi Devatas who are installed, then what we do? We also give the final oblations to Vishnu. And even the Purnahuti is also offered to the Supreme Lord Vishnu only. That's why we say Purnamadaha Purnamidam. That's why he is our supreme whole. Even in this verse also it is mentioned here, no? Varieties of devatas are included in the form of Supreme Lord. See, they are all in the form. The Lord is representing through them. They are only parts and parcel of the original whole. That's why we see the Purnamataha. So automatically, as we see in that Yatataror Mula Nishechanena. So the moment we offer the original whole, all the Devi Devatas are also satisfied, those who have not been invited. This is the reason behind it, right? For instance, if you do the Sudarshana Homa, we invite Lord Sudarshana. We do the Narasimha Homa, we invite Narasimha. When we do Ganesh Homa, then we call Ganesha. Like that, we do everything. And finally, we call the Supreme Vishnu also. So finally, when we do that Purnahuti, it goes to each and everyone. Similarly, the divisions of orders are human society. So that we know that 4 Varnas is mentioned here, are included in the supreme body of the Lord. When we talk about the Virat Rup or the Vishwarupa, these things are mentioned, and this is explained in the chapter what we are reading now. We can go through that, okay? So as we see here, Brahmanas from the face, Kshatriyas from the shoulders, Vaishyas from the thighs, and Shudras from the lotus feet. That means everyone is an Anga in the society. This is what we have to understand. Unfortunately, as days passed by, people started misusing it. Then they talked about Jati and other things. This is the real worst thing which is happening now also. That's why the clashes are happening in different categories. Why? Because everything is based on the Jati and not by profession. So this is the problem of all the calamities and so many things that happens here. But when we read the sentences and the purport is very clear, everyone is a part or anga of the supreme whole. That means in a society, everyone is important and everyone's contribution is also important. Nobody is higher or lower, but everybody is equally treated here. Only thing, based on the qualifications or education and the profession, they are considered, nothing else. That does not mean the 4th category or 3rd category is unfit, like that. So they are also supposed to be trained by the highest class. So as we see here, every sacrifice definitely is pleased to Krishna only. But what is more important is Yatha Shakti. Generally, when we perform the Archana, when we perform the Kalasha Puja, when we perform the Yajna also, Yatha Shakti, we always add it. Asya Yajamanasya, like that we say. And finally we say Yatha Shakti, like that we add that. So that means, that's why it is mentioned here, according to the capacity, it is recommended. Okay, continue. Somebody can continue. Generally, the sacrifice is offered with clarified butter. Somebody can read. Tejasini Maharaj. Generally, you have to
Yes.
start.
Generally, the sacrifice is offered with clarified butter and grains, but with the progress of time, human society has produced varieties of goods by transforming materials supplied by God's material nature. Human society, therefore, must learn to offer sacrifice not only with clarified butter, but also with other manufactured goods in the propagation of the Lord's glory. And that will bring about perfection in human society. The intelligent class of men or Brahmanas may give direction for such sacrifice in consultation with the previous acharyas.
1 minute. So as we see here, as I told you, the yajna means butter is required. But why the word clarified butter? That means it should be from cow's ghee only. It cannot be from anything else. Why this is so important? Because that is also Krishna. What is the sloka? The Bhagavad Gita. The butter is also Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Bhagavad Gita is there, Prabhu.
Bala, what is that sloka? Bala was so class.
In Bhagavad Gita is there.
Huh?
In Bhagavad Gita is there, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Butter is equivalent to Krishna.
I am butter, he says. Okay, I will tell you that. It is 9:16. Aham Kraturaham. Can you take that?
Yeah, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Aham praturaham yagnaha sathaham
औषधम
ausatham
मंत्रोहम एवाज्यम
Mantroham ahamevajyam aham agnir aham tam.
अहम हुतम.
This sloka actually was taught by one, I forgot that Maharaj, the first Maharaj to Dubai. He came and took a morning class in Srinaji temple on a Friday. He taught this sloka. Mataji, let's go to the sloka. Mataji. Aham kraturaham yajyaha. Kratur means the sacrifice or the ritual. Yajyaha, again he is telling, and there are 8 or 9 aham in that. Swadaham. Swadaham means what? It is the butter, correct? Mataji, can you go up a little more?
Prabhu, butter comes in the last.
Ablation. Okay. Ablation, Swadaham.
No, ajyam.
Aushadam, that is the herbs, healing herbs. Because at the end, we add all the herbs and do the yajna also. Okay, mantroham, the mantras are I am. Evajyam. Evajyam is the melted, what is that?
Butter, Prabhu.
Butter. Then he says, aham agni, aham hutam, I am the offering. So how many ahams are there quickly? 9?
7, I think.
How many?
9 Prabhuji. 9 Prabhu.
8
9. Because these are all recorded long ago. In the early 90s. Hare Krishna. So here he is mentioning very clear, I am the clarified butter, melted butter. So that means we have to get the quality. Mataji, can you read the translation?
Translation by Srila Prabhupada, Jai Shri Prabhupada. But it is I who am the ritual, I the sacrifice, the offering of the ancestors, the healing herb, the transcendental chant. I am the butter and the fire and the offering.
Oh. So that means he is everything. And what is there for us to do it? It's nothing. Jyotisha Homa, Prabhupada says. Okay, let us get into today's sloka, Mataji.
Yeah.
So as we see that, Prabhupada mentions about the oblations, offering the ghee. And it is mentioned very clearly, one should do it with the proper sacrifice. Mataji, can you go a little more up?
This one, Prabhu?
Yeah, perfect. So we say, must varieties of goods supplied by nature, human. Here we have to understand one point. Why this sentence is added by Prabhupada. Human society, therefore, must learn to offer sacrifice not only with the clarified butter, but also with the other manufactured goods in the propagation of God's glory. But nowadays, when you go to the market, there are 2 categories of goods available. Can anybody say what are the names?
Organic, non-organic.
Very good. Say loudly.
Organic, non-organic.
No, not non. It's called hybrid.
Original duplicate, Prabhu.
This is a traditional word, Prabhu is using. But nowadays, if I go to that, no, here wholesale market. Yesterday, myself, Geeta, went to Coimbatore market. So many of them, those who are in Chennai, they know that. This Coimbatore is the wholesale flower market for the entire 4-5 states, South India. Unbelievable quantity, unbelievable varieties, unbelievable fragrance, everything. So anything you ask for, if you ask for rose, he will say 4 varieties of rose. One, the original rose, they call it as paneer rose. That is full of fragrance. The petals will not stay more than 1 or 2 hours. It will quickly fall down. Then he says hybrid rose, similar to that. Then they call it as button rose, small ones, which has got no fragrance. The in-between hybrid, certain things have fragrance, but not the original, as I told you, the organic. Clear? So this is what we have to understand. Prabhupada is mentioning varieties of goods by transforming materials supplied by the Lord. Right? So the hybrid also comes from the Lord's supply only, nothing else. But only thing, the organic always has its own greatness. Similarly, fruits also same situation. So Prabhupada says it is not only butter, other things can also be offered. Olden days, the sacrifice, generally they use the clarified butter, then the cooked rice. Sorry. The cooked rice directly is not offered. They are add some little ghee to that to purify the rice. So it's called as anna. So anna should be offered. When anna is offered, the fire gets affected. So one should remember it. You should add equally the ghee also, so that there won't be much smoke. Because too much of anna if you add, then the fire cannot stay on the flames. Naturally, the smoke will be there. That's why you have to add enough of ghee. Then when it comes to sacrifice, one important thing I wanted to tell, I had told you or not, I don't remember now. Generally, the fire sacrifice in whose house we conduct, the grihini should always light the fire. How should they should light the fire? Anybody can say? There are so many grihinis in this. How they should light the fire? The first lighting of the yajna.
We will remember the Lord, Prabhu. Actually, we have to say some mantras so that we are all.
Okay, that's okay. Deeparchirevahi. That's the mantra you have to do always. Okay. Always remember that Brahma Samhita Deeparchirevahi.
Yeah.
Then how will you bring the fire? From where?
What, Prabhu? Sorry?
Fire, where will you bring it from?
From Lord only, no, Prabhu.
Huh?
From the Lord only fire also comes, no, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, but how do you do it at home? When the yajna starts, the Brahmana says, Grihini, come and light the or start the Agni of
that
the...
with the Karpur, Prabhu.
How the Karpur will catch fire? What will you do?
Actually, if olden days by mantra, Prabhu, but nowadays we are with Agarbatti, we are doing that.
No, Agarbatti also no. Matchstick or not? Say correct.
No, matchstick, but we are using that not directly.
Nowadays, Prabhu, nowadays they're using lighter, Prabhu.
Directly, Prabhu.
See, Damodar is telling something more.
That is okay, Prabhu. But normally in the puja, we don't use directly matchstick, Prabhu. We will matchstick we are using for some other candle, something. From there, we take
for
with
lighting the
Agarbatti
lamp,
and
what
we
do you
will
do
light
at home? No, for lighting the lamp, how do you manage at home?
That only, Prabhu. I'm telling now. This first we will add some candle. I'll keep side, Prabhu. With that, I'll take agarbatti. With that only, I will light the this one.
Yeah. In any case, the source is again candle, no?
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, candle. Yeah.
So, but as such, it is well said in the Shastras. Even you are telling, calling out the mantras, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Actually, it is not that way also. According to the Shastras, it is explained, the Agni Hotri, because Brahmachari, they are called as, they have to perform daily what is called as Samitadana. Those who are boys, students, they have to perform every day the Samitadana. I am talking about the first category of the Varna.
Okay.
So nowadays, there is no such thing. They are staying in hostel, they eat all the God only knows. So the first category children or students should always have the Samhita Danam daily basis. They have to worship the Agni. And once they get married, they have to do with the Agni Hotra. They have to perform a proper yajna with the Samit. You know that, no, Samit from the people tree, am I right? Correct? You are buying from the shop, no? You ask for the Samit. Normal fire stick is different and this is
I
different.
don't know, Prabhu, exactly from what. From
Yeah,
where.
yeah, it is there separately.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay, so he is supposed to do it, and in his house, in the corner, always there will be a fire. Like the US houses, they have the fire room or
Yeah.
something. So due to winter, no, they keep it like that, right?
Yes,
So
Prabhu.
the Brahmanas should always start the yajna from that fire. That will be fire constant. Understood? So there they never use any matchstick or as said by Damodara, any what's that
Lighter.
room? Lighter. Or as he said, the candle also. Okay. So that's the way it is. Okay. Coming back to this now. So
Prabhu,
they
I have one question.
huh?
I have one question. Only a Grahini can lamp or any anyone can lamp?
Only the Grahani. In whose house it is conducted, the wife of the Yajaman.
Okay.
Prabhu, for the yajna, Prabhu is telling, don't worry, Prabhu, for cooking we can do.
No, for every day we are doing like Mangala Aarti, evening Kavala
That you
Aarti.
can do,
So
Prabhu. Only
That anybody
yajna,
can. No,
Prabhu
I'm
is
talking of yajna
Prabhu
only.
is
I'm
telling.
talking of yajna.
okay. Okay.
That's why I'm telling you.
So he is asking which Grahini.
Yeah.
Grahini means one.
Which grihini anta? What type of grihini you have?
No. Ardhangini, Grahini is one and the same. No, in English it's a wife. Oh, that's it. Okay. So, daily basis he can do the aarti, everything. That's okay. I am talking only the yajnas. Okay. Then one more thing. As we see here, Prabhupada recommends even the new ones, whatever they have found out. That's why they add the till and other things, barley and other things. In olden days, they will have only these two. One is the ghee, another is the rice, cooked rice. And we have not seen this till and all in the sacrifice because after coming to ISKCON only we have come to know. Even barley also they add it. Okay. So coming back to the last next sentence, the intelligent class of the Brahmana may give direction for such a sacrifice in consultation with previous acharya. That means they should have a proper guidance. The Brahmanas who are coming and conducting should have a proper guidance, then only they can do. Then the administrative class give all the facilities to perform the such sacrifice. That means, for instance, no, in the temples and all, when they perform the consecration, Kumbhabhishekam, we say that, no, renovation of the temple, then they do this consecration. So at that time, there will be a huge sacrifice. They call it Yagashala or Yajishala. So in those situations, no, the Raja will provide all the paraphernalias and the Brahmanas will be conducting the Yajna, and the third and fourth categories, they will do all type of services to the Yajna. This is what it is explained. That's what is explained also here also. What does he say? The administrative may give all facilities to perform such sacrifice. The Vaishya class or mercantile who produce such goods may offer them for sacrifice. That's it. Okay. The fourth category may offer the labor for successful termination of such sacrifice. Somebody can read the last few sentences which is missed out. I started reading it
Thus
because
by
Tejaswini gone already.
Okay. Thus, by the cooperation of all classes of human beings, the sacrifice recommended in this age, namely the sacrifice of congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord, may be executed for the common welfare of all the people of the world.
All right.
Yes, Prabhu.
So this is the Sankirtana Yajna, wherein you don't require a fire or anything. Very simple. Because this is a possible. You see, I'll tell you. When we talk about the Shastras, no, one of the Shat Goswamis, what is his name? Where Gopala Bhatta Goswami. He says Bhagavata Dharma is ideal for Kali Yuga because one cannot follow the Vedic Dharma, which is prescribed in the Shastras, because that much purity is not there because of so many doshas. So he says Bhagavata Dharma. So when we say Bhagavata Dharma, performing congregational chanting, that itself is a sacrifice. Moreover, this sort of a sacrifice does not have any mistakes, probably, if they do all chant it properly, sing it properly, with attention. And this will bring out welfare for the entire humanity. That is the prime thing. That's what Prabhupada says, common welfare of all the people of the world. So it's a universal one. So this can be always done, and this is always recommended by ISKCON most of the time. Very rarely they perform the fire sacrifice. Clear? Hare Krishna. Any questions, any doubts?
No, Prabhu, nothing.
So I have one doubt. Nowadays, this agarbatti that we were discussing, you know. So somebody told me that in agarbatti there is a bamboo stick is there inside, right? So it is not good to be offered to the Lord. Is it okay, or say?
Prabhu, we cannot probe so much because the market, the bamboo sticks may be used. I am not sure about it. Generally, the sticks which is coated with the cow dung, no? Cow dung mixed with the perfume. You know that, no? All the agarbattis come with the cow dung. How many of you know that?
But that is sambar making, Prabhu, like that.
Yeah.
But not every agarbatti.
Other agarbatti, I'll tell you, other agarbatti comes with the fragrant powders.
Yeah.
Like the rose powder, other things are grounded thoroughly and they use it as a stick. Clear?
Yes.
But as Sadanava Prabhu asked, the main stick may be bamboos, I do not know. But it is not rejected, Prabhu. It can be used. That's what I know. But bamboos need not be rejected.
Okay.
Anybody said that? Any reason for that?
No, they said the bamboo, even it is rejected in the cremation ceremony. So in yagna there is no question that we should sacrifice bamboo. It is rejected. It is not allowed.
That middle part, stick part, Prabhu, you are saying that is bamboo.
Yes.
Okay.
No, bamboo is one only, right? In between in the round, there is a hollow, no? Prabhu. Bamboo inside is hollow only, right? Nothing inside it.
Yeah, that is correct only. Only stick a little bit, na Prabhu, not
Yeah,
full.
they break that bamboo, make it thin, and do that.
Right.
Even the
Prabhu,
sand,
might,
other things like
Prabhu, might be it will not catch fire properly.
No, nothing like that. Well, actually, the forest fire comes from the bamboos only. A rupturing of two bamboos, the fire starts. You know that?
No, it catches fire, Prabhu. But the reason was given that in Vedas it is restricted that in the
Prabhu, anyhow,
homa
it
or
will
in
not burn,
yagna we
Prabhu.
should
If
not
you
use
see,
bamboo.
when you lit the agarbatti, na Prabhu, in the last, that stick is left out only. We are not doing anything with it.
Yeah, I agree with you. But he says it cannot be used. I don't know. But we cannot probe it. It's very difficult to find out the agarbatti without this. Which stick it is, we cannot exactly.
Anyhow,
Because
Prabhu,
even the seller may
whatever
not.
we are using, everything is quality wise is not good only, Prabhu. That we can't offer anything.
Hare Krishna. So that's why I said no. That's what Prabhupada also mentioned. No, everything made by the God supply, we can use it with the name of Arpanam. That's it. Hare Krishna. Any other question? Let us complete it here. Hare Krishna. Let's go for prayers. Prayers required for Japta Swami Maharaj. Then prayers required for Harihar. He got discharged yesterday, I think so, from the hospital. So they might be returning to Dubai. Hare Krishna. So any other prayers? Here there is one Mataji, Vijay Vaijayanti. Her mother went to operate for her prayers required.
The Raswati Matajan kids are not well, Prabhu. Please pray for them.
Okay, for them also we pray.
Yeah.
So let's pray for all. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare